What is happening at JGame Dude here, and here is another video made purely out of passion. Somehow, somewhere, it has been willed, wished, or maybe potentially leaked out of into existence rather. Legacy of Kain potentially might be getting remasters, and the fact of the matter is that there seems to have been some information coming out from SDCC, more specifically San Diego Comic-Con, as there was a little statue here of Raziel and Kain battling each other, and it says here Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered on these little cards, I guess you want to say, and it looks like there's also a QR code like next to it as well. So it's like a QR code. You've got the Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. So the fact of the matter is, potentially, without being even announced, we may very well be getting Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. And it seems like from the title that it may actually be a collection rather than selling both games separately, which that could very well happen. But I mean, firstly, this statue looks really cool. Secondly, we're getting a return of Legacy of Kain, and that is insane because I am very, very excited. Wow, like, I'm just like, how? Why? Where? What's going on? I am very, very happy. I am very excited for this. I would love to go back and replay. Like, again, I feel like if you did remake a lot of PS2 games, I'm pretty sure there are going to be groups of individuals that are going to be absolutely jumping up to the excitement of being able to, be able to sit down and actually play these games again, except on more modern hardware, and that's absolutely understandable. For me, I feel like if you released any game from the PS2 generation, I would be very excited because I've got I pretty much play most of my PS2 games on my phone at this point. And it runs really well. So I did actually download, I did get a copy of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, so I was actually intending on sitting down and playing that. But with all of that being said though, I'm actually curious, how many people out there are actually interested in Legacy of Kain? Because you can bring back a lot of different PS2 games from the previous generation or era. And like I said, groups of individuals would pop for this particular type of title, but not a lot of people. So it does also kind of make me wonder, hey, these sorts of decisions that are being made to remake older titles, how viable are they in the long term when it comes down to overall costs of making them, but also what is the cost of the cost of selling? Will the money that's actually being made be able to make up for it? And I don't believe it will. Honestly, looking back at it, I don't believe that it would. But I would like to be proven wrong. Like, say for example, if they did a remake of Manhunt, for example, which is an older title, I'm sure a lot of people would pop for like Manhunt and be like, yeah, like I remember playing that, when I was like little on the PS2. Like the dude with the the pig-headed man and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of stuff you could look at and be like, okay, I remember this. But how many people would actually be like, yes? Same thing with when I was talking about in one of my previous videos about a potential re-release from Toys for Bob about Spyro, either getting a Spyro 4 or remaking games like Into the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale. I'm sure people would be like, yay, being able to replay something like A Hero's Tale or being able to replay something like Into the Dragonfly, that would get people excited about those games. But would it bring about as much excitement? And again, and I guess it's kind of an unfair comparison to bring up Spyro when the Spyro re-release was made and it sold incredibly well, but maybe not to the liking, at least not as much as what Activision would like. But for Legacy of Kain, that's very much like you would not hear about this game at all unless you went out of your way to look for it, because people aren't actively talking about it. But I can also understand why. I feel like I've always been asking for like a Crash or a Spyro re-release at some point, and eventually when we did get it, I was all over that, and I feel like a lot of other people were. So I really do hope that when this when this remaster comes out, because sorry, is it remaster? Yeah, remaster. When these remasters come out, that people are going to buy it, play it, enjoy it, and then hopefully ask for more. It'll be interesting to see how things go, but I feel like this is definitely one to keep an eye out for, because I am definitely buying this day one whenever it releases. However, no official announcements have actually been made, and all we have as far as information goes for the existence of a Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remaster just so happens to be the singular photo here on this Polygon article. But with all that being said, let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 300 subs by the end of the year. With all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.